Well, that was fun. That didn't work. I tried to do the go live and the intro button, and they went together. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Monday night rewatch. It is just myself and my little pal Grogu tonight. As you can see, my bearded bestie is not here. I wanted to provide just a little bit of an update on Tom. He, last week managed to chase a tarp halfway down the street. This week he did something a little bit worse and landed himself in the hospital. I did talk to Aaron earlier today. He's doing better. He is okay, but he will not be here tonight. So I'm going to apologize in advance. I too am just like a little bit sick, but since I wasn't hospital sick, I am here. We are going to go ahead and watch season 2, episode 2, Cargo of Doom. But luckily for you guys, you don't have to just sit here and listen to me talk. I have 2 wonderful and amazing humans backstage who have agreed to join me tonight as we keep going with Clone Wars. So let's go ahead and bring them out.
Look, here comes an awesome guest.
See, we still get a little bit of Tom, even though he's not here. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Welcome.
That worked well, too, the little bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sure you guys heard I gave a little update on Tom. He managed to send himself to the hospital. So we're going to send him all of like the positive healing vibes. He's finally feeling better, but they're making him stay. They're not letting him come out tonight.
We will focus on influencing the midichlorians to give him more life.
Yes.
Hashtag save the beard.
Yes.
There was a brief moment in this adventure that he's gone on where they thought maybe the beard was going to have to go. And that would be
Oh, wow. Wait. I think this tells me a little bit more about what happened. If they were thinking that the beard might have to come off.
Yeah.
Well, and he posted a little bit about it in Discord, so if you want to go check out there and give him love and wishes there.
But hopefully he will be home soon and back with us next week. I cannot imagine you without a beard, Gnome. I
can't imagine.
Can you officially be a gnome anymore if you don't have a beard? Well,
that's a great question. I don't know. I'm sure
I think they kick you out if you know.
Oh, that's too like meta for me. But my brain just broke a little bit.
You can't be a gnome without a beard. They don't let you.
It's wrong and it's sad. No, I agree, Rapunzel. It is wrong.
Even the lady gnomes are required to have beards.
Yeah, I was going to say they're kind of like dwarves and Lord of the Rings, right? So where like they all have beards and it's hard to tell the difference between the two. And but yeah, no. And I'm sure there's instances like if there's a crazy forging accident and maybe it gets burned off or singed or whatever, and then like it's just stubble. But hopefully,
burned off is probably an acceptable way to not have a beard if you're a gnome. It's like as long as it's a cool story that goes with it.
I know gnomes aren't.
We know this. No, my God.
They are like the dwarves in Lord of the Rings, where both the male and female have them. And anyway, it's just a reference. Equivalent, I guess.
Anyway, you guys, we managed to go off on a tangent without Tom. Maybe Tom is not the problem.
No, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I was gonna accept.
We're both the problem. Wonder Twin powers activate. I was actually about to go off on even worse of a tangent because thinking of gnomes just now reminded me of a story, a dating story. Believe it or not. I once became undateable to a woman who was pretty interested up until the moment that I talked about how excited I was for the idea of having a front yard that I could put kitschy things in like garden gnomes.
She was like, bye.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Like you could literally see the no just right across her face. It was like, because she looks at me and she says, you like things like that? And I was like, yeah, I think it's hilarious just to have like a goofy front yard with like flamingos and garden gnomes and all sorts of goofiness that everybody can look at. And she's just like, So,
Oh my gosh, I cannot.
yeah,
stand
exactly. She's
HOAs,
totally the type of
so-
person who would have been the president of the HOA.
But I feel like that turned out better for you in the long run, because if that was one of her sticking points, what are some of her other sticking points that you just didn't know about yet?
Oh man,
Yeah,
she would have
would
tried
not
to
have
take
worked.
away all of your nerdy things. Yeah, you dodged.
Oh yeah, Nerd Cave.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Honestly, that probably would have been acceptable because it would have been out of public eye. That's the kind of person who's constantly worried about how everything is in public.
Cosplay?
Yeah, no, none of that. Like, I wouldn't be allowed to let any of her friends know I go to conventions.
Ugh.
No, we don't have
Conventions, you nerd. What is wrong with you?
I know, right?
in our life. So
I don't know why, but Leah, your mic goes completely out every time one of us talks. At least for me.
Oh no.
I don't think it's happening. First of all, you say some stuff while I'm talking right now. Just like keep just say random nonsense.
randomly.
Yeah, so
Talking.
yeah, I can hear. I could hear Crystal for a second there, but then I couldn't hear Leah at all. It's weird. It's like it's canceling her out if I speak for some reason.
I mean, I've got echo cancellation on, but that's typically. But that's a setting I normally use.
Are you hearing me like through your speakers?
Well, yeah, and my long story. My headphones I left at a friend's house, so like the plug-in type. But then when I use my wireless headphones, they just stop working
Right.
periodically. And so I'll and people will be talking and I'll see it, and like it takes 5 minutes for them to reconnect, and so I need to get a new.
This is just the tech support guy in me right here, and I did tech support for a long time, as you can probably tell. I'm literally trying to root cause this right now.
If I had a job, getting new headphones would not be a problem, but No,
I'm not saying you need new headphones. I'm basically just trying to figure, like, when it just dawned on me when you said echo cancellation, probably what's happening is because my voice is coming out of the speakers. Well, if we crosstalk, it's responding to my voice as an echo, and but instead of canceling me, it's canceling you.
I'm gonna turn off echo cancellation, and also
I guess we'll see.
Sorry, Dragonmount.
No, turn it back on. Turn it back on.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, it made your voice worse.
It made us all echo. Anyway.
Yes.
Better.
No, that's out of the way. Okay. Tangents on tangents on tangents.
It doesn't take Tom to get us.
And Gnome says he can hear all. So
okay, that works.
It just be you, babe.
So I do not have the fancy video because I think Tom took it off the stream, but I did want to talk about what you guys are currently watching and or reading. Right now I'm actually reading 3 books, which is a little bit ambitious, but one of them is The Great Hunt. So I'm familiar and I can put it down. My friend Brock is reading along with me. So I'm also reading Shatterpoint. You guys have made some really good progress. I'm like over the halfway point.
Nice. That's awesome.
Number one, never thought I would read a Star Wars book. Okay. Didn't think that would happen. I feel like I understand this world and this universe so much more just from this one book that I will probably read another when I finish this one.
Let us know when you get to Kip Durin.
Okay.
That's from the way before time right there. I'm pretty sure nothing that happened with Kip is canon anymore, like not even remotely.
See, that is the part that will always confuse me, is what still matters and what doesn't. But
if it's something that's in the movies and that they can make modern toys out of, it probably still matters. Oh, really, Brock? Wow. Yeah, Blast from the Past. Seriously, that came out like 30 years ago. I want to say about 30 years. That was the what do they call that? The Sun Crusher series? Is that what they call that? That trilogy? I think it was like right before or right after we were introduced to Admiral Thrawn. But I think Thrawn is pretty much one of the only things from that era that was picked up and pulled into the new canon. So I do think the Sun Crusher itself was part of the inspiration for the Planet Killer thing in Rise of the Force Awakens. Like I think it might have been part of the inspiration for that.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, Leah. What were you saying?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It just got popped up by Brock in chat. Jedi Academy is actually, if you have an Audible membership, is part of their free catalog right now. So there's 2 books I believe in it. So you can get those. I have them in my Audible catalog. I haven't listened to them yet, but it's on my TBR, I guess, before they get pulled from the free shit. So because make Amazon give us free shit.
Exactly.
Well, truly. No, really, I think they owe us emotional damages, right? Emotional
the mere existence of the movie Melania means they owe us for emotional damage.
Okay, yeah, let's just not even go in there.
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about Wheel of Time, but
Mhm.
but yes. But yes, the pettiness of canceling Wheel of Time and giving that the budget of like the whole season.
Seriously.
Anyways.
Our Forsaken suck, by the way.
I don't give me a couple minutes and I will go look, Brock, and let you know because I don't want to be doing this while
okay. So before I let you guys talk about what you're reading, I do have to talk about our book club book again.
Which is one of my books that I'm reading.
Yes, I got my copy from Tor this week, The Black Tongue Thief, and thank goodness for Rapunzel, who keeps us all in line and who keeps myself and Tom completely organized. She has gone ahead and posted, as soon as I find the picture, a schedule for us to follow this time. Okay, so you should have already read chapters 1 through 6 and be working on 7 through 14. It's okay if you haven't. I might not be that far yet either. But the goal is to finish by April because we have confirmation from Tor that we are going to be able to interview the author at the end. So very exciting. I'm only on chapter 3, so hopefully I make it a little bit farther this week. We are also running our giveaway for the books. We had 3 people win last week. I was informed by Rapunzel that we did have 2 more winners this week. Brock, you got one of them, and then Tavir and Tavern gets the other. So Tom to get you guys the copy of those books. Yay! We do still have, I think we got 10 total, so we do still have a few to give away. If you guys want to apply, you can do that on our Discord.
I'm one of the winners. So excited to get the book. Can't wait.
All right, Reverse. What are you watching and or reading right now?
Watching like random nonsense on YouTube mostly. Because it's about all my brain has been able to really like process for a little while. I am supposed to start watching The Pit for the channel.
Oh, okay.
Which I still don't understand why that got chosen, considering the type of stuff I usually react to. Except that it's probably going to make me cry. And I know how much people enjoy watching me cry for some bizarre reason. No, it's really true. Like a lot of people have like, I realized that when someone tried to get me to watch Euphoria a couple years ago, I was like, wait a minute. You guys just want to see me cry. That's what this is about. And they were like guilty as charged. But I at this point, I'm just bowing to their will. So they want me to watch something that's going to traumatize me greatly. So that's just what's going to happen.
But The Pit is also so good.
What is it?
Like The Pit is just so good. So Tom and I have been talking about it a lot on the Dragonmount Discord because Tom goes on his long rants about it, and then I'm like, oh, and I totally agree or disagree, and da 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 da. And I'm so fucking obsessed with the show. Like it is one of
it takes place over like 24 hours, right? It's just one day.
Each episode or
an 8-hour ER shift, emergency room.
Okay, so each episode is a shift.
An hour within a shift. So it's
so the entire show is supposed to be one shift.
It's encapsulated within that 8 hours.
Oh wow! Oh, they're lucky. They only have an 8-hour shift.
or whatever it is,
Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, most of the guys I know is like 15.
Yeah.
They pull like double 15s is like the thing they always hate the most.
Well, and some people are like doing those longer shifts, but again, it's like the 8 hours of whatever the blah blah.
It should be limited to 8 because seriously, like who wants a person who's been awake for 30 hours straight?
That is never like I watched Grey's Anatomy for years and I was like, this is not safe. These people are like sleeping on gurneys in the hallway for 10 minutes and then cutting people open.
But that is the medical system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. As for reading, I am still stuck. And it has nothing to do with the content. It's just, again, my brain does it's just my brain gets weird sometimes. It's like, so it's the same reason why I haven't released an edited video in a while. It's literally just that I'll have periods where that's just not the thing I do, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like right now I read, then all of a sudden, no, I don't. Or right now I edit videos, and all of a sudden, no, I don't. It's not like oh, I've lost my love of it or whatever. It's just that right at this moment, that's just not something I do. If that makes sense. I desperately need like someone else who will do those things who's not like me that way.
Compartmentalization. Like a task compartmentalization.
Or it can be task paralysis if it's been a while.
Yeah. I get decision paralysis and stuff pretty easily.
Oh my god.
If there's like way too many possible choices, I literally would get stuck, unable to pick one.
I make decisions all day long for other people. I get home and I cannot make a single decision for myself.
Now, if I have to make the decision for someone else like that, I can do it instantly. It's always only when it's me. Like if I need to do something, even something tedious, if it's for someone else, I can do it. If it's for me, then it's like, mood is not a thing for fighting, young pup. That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm the same way. I'm this same exact way.
But I am still basically, I think about halfway through. Which Wheel of Time book is that? Book 8, I think.
Which
the one right after Lord of Chaos.
Hold on, I have to read my shelf.
I know. Yeah, I was just like,
hold on. It's right over here, I'm pretty sure. Nope, that's not it. That's
Crown of Swords. Is that Crown of Swords?
The Path of Daggers. The Path of Daggers.
Oh, okay.
I'm like halfway through Path of Daggers.
I've got a split right where
I
can't see the books.
It's just dark over there, so I couldn't tell.
The ones that I'm actually on right now, right behind the thing.
They're right there somewhere.
That's funny. And at some point, I'm also going to start book 2 of the series that Silo is based on.
Oh.
Yeah, because I finished book 1. I did not realize that the end of book 1 was actually going to spoil some stuff. Because I thought it was because I've been told that the first 2 seasons basically are book 1, and that's pretty much true. But the reason that they're in the silo is at the end of book 1.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was excited to because confirmation of a bunch of stuff I thought, but I also was bummed out because I wasn't expecting to know before the show got there. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting it to be revealed. I see someone. Oh yeah, someone's congratulating somebody for winning a book.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great series, by the way. At least so far. Book 1 was very good. I finished the Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy recently, which is 3-Body Problem. That's what where that came from.
Okay.
Those take a lot of thinking.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that part. It was very interesting. The mixture it reminded me a lot of very old sci-fi, where you had this mixture of philosophy and actual science and waxing philosophical about the relationship between the two and stuff like that. What I wasn't prepared for, and just a warning if you guys get into it, they are good, but I would say pirate them, because there's a shocking amount of misogyny in the books.
Well,
It's like
they're from a different generation, and not to excuse it, but
I'm pretty sure Chi Lu is younger than me.
No, but it also that's definitely from like an older generation of authors, so it's not like contemporary. But also it was a Chinese author, so
yeah, I think that's the big reason is that like he's got a lot of there's a lot of these sort of like patriarchal Chinese point of view in the books.
Yeah. I've only read 3 Body Problem. I started the second one, and when I started the second one, I wasn't really in the place where like I was ready for deep thinking, and the book immediately jumps into like deep philosophical, and I was just like, whoa, okay, was not ready for that. Like, like, next book.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how they adapt it though, because like there are some events that happen in the second book, especially where I'm like, that's going to be insane to see on television.
Has
like,
Netflix agreed to continue 3 Body Problem? Or
they apparently the deal they signed was a complete deal. So like the seasons 2 and 3 are all that's going to happen. And from what I understand, I think I heard that 2 and 3 are also being produced together.
Nice.
So that they can like release them within a year of each other or something. But yeah, apparently they did enter into like a full series deal. So free to finish their version of the story. But I'm definitely curious to say, like, I don't expect it to end the same way. Let's just put it that way. When you get to, if you read the rest of the books, and when you get to the ending, you'll know why I say that.
That's fair.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Yet another tangent. I'm echoing now?
Yeah, you're echoing a bit.
Hold on. See if I can fix that.
All right. Well, what are you watching?
It wasn't me. So, well, can I do what I'm reading first, and then what I'm watching will actually like lead?
Yes, I have links for that.
For those of you who know me, like I read multiple books all at once, so I'm actually gonna go through my phone to make sure I get them all. So I'm kind of in a like I need mostly easy reads. So I've been flying through some of the lead child Jack Reacher books just because they're easy. I don't have to think a lot. Also, Jack Reacher is mostly a likable character and fights for the good. So when I'm like my mental health state hasn't been amazing recently because lifing is lifing. So getting away from a lot of the serious stuff. Speaking of serious stuff, I've been prologuing this read of Dream Count by Chimamanda Adichie. I always pronounce her last name incorrectly. Adichie. So which is amazing. I love the story, but it can get heavy at certain points. So I've been slow rolling that. And I'm almost done with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, which is
a great book.
It's so good. So good. So I'm almost done with that. I've been going back through the Percy Jackson books. So I started
those.
Yeah, I need to read those at some point. Being a mythology nerd, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're ridiculous and over the top. I mean, they're meant for teenagers, but they're good, easy reads. And then I've got, I think. No, mentioned this earlier. Threefold Talk. We are going through Leviathan Wakes chapter by chapter. So all 4 of us on Threefold Talk have very different levels of experiences. I've read the books multiple times. I've seen the show multiple times. So it's very hard to deal with Rob, who's never watched the show, never read the books. Mel has seen the show once, has never read the books. And then Amise has watched the show multiple times, read the books once. And I'm losing my fucking mind.
It reaches out. It reaches out. That's one of my favorite sequences in any book series ever. Is the it reaches out sequence is amazing.
Oh my gosh, so good. Yeah, so we keep Laura in chapter 6 and 7, I believe, this week, and like of the first book. So like we're still early days, but just some of the random shit that we're coming up with is fucking hilarious. Placentamon is a weird, gross thing. Anyways, go back, watch those episodes, read along with us. It's a lot of fun. Another book that I'm reading is the Livingstons are Dr. Michael Livingston, who wrote Wheel of Time Origins. Yes. He's got a fantasy trilogy, The Seaborn. So we're in the third book. We're going to have a live interview on YouTube on the Mount Here Talks with Dr. Livingston.
He is always so interesting.
He's so much fun. Yeah. So February 28th. So you've got plenty of time. 20 days.
You have some time. Yeah, you have some time.
Sometime. We've got the 2 previous interviews with him are up on the Mount Here Talks YouTube channel. So join us again if you want to for that one. Also reading, as Crystal mentioned earlier, the Black Ton Thief, which is so irreverent and hilarious. The opening line is just so like worth it. Let alone like how much it goes through, like just this like body irreverence, like, but also like, and I'm only 2 chapters in, so like don't feel bad about being behind on book clubs, but like just the first 2 chapters, I was like, this book is amazing.
Well,
if you
luckily we have a lot of time. Like there's still tons of time to catch up, even if you don't follow our guideline. You have the rest of this month, all of March, and even into April before you have to be done. So
exactly. And then
very vulgar and hilarious. Sounds wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also
reading another Star Wars book. So it's one of my physical reads that's taking me a while. It's called Life Debt. It's the second book in the Aftermath trilogy, which it's fun. So but for what I'm watching, besides all the random TV shows that I keep up with, like The Pit, which is amazing. I'm not going to go through all those because that'll just take too long to go through. But my big watch project that I'm working on right now, which relates directly to what we're talking about tonight, is I am doing a full Star Wars chronological rewatch.
Yes.
So starting with The Acolyte. So I started that before the holidays. And right now, Crystal and I are actually tied as of today in our rewatch. So I'm up to Clone Wars season 4. I watched 1 episode of season 4 today.
You're 1 ahead of me.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of research because a lot of the things overlap. So especially when you come into the Tales of Tales of the Underworld, Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Jedi. So a lot of that stuff intersperses, and then we get into Bad Batch, that overlaps with Clone Wars eventually, and then some of that and then there's the Obi-Wan and the Rebels.
Are you gonna finish Clone Wars before you watch Bad Batch, or are you?
I'm doing my research and
insert.
Yeah, so
I heard the final 2 seasons of Clone Wars overlaps directly with Bad Batch or something like that.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So Acolyte's a prequel?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Acolyte's in the High Republic.
I didn't know that.
No.
Interesting.
You need to do it. It has been so much fun.
I've been meaning to formally document the order that I'm watching, because I have found a couple. I've been doing a lot of research trying to find the timelines, and some of the things are just so squishy. Like I talked about earlier, I think it was when in the pre-show, some of the Clone War arcs, as you guys discussed last week, that the Clone Wars, specifically the first 3 seasons, are kind of out of order.
Yeah.
And so for the Clone Wars specifically, the rewatch order I've been following is this podcast called Sky Talkers.
And I'm going to put the link in the chat too.
Thank you. There's these two gals. They've been best friends since forever. And they've been podcasting about Star Wars for 9 years. And so they've just within the past year and a half started a Clone Wars rewatch. And they're doing it mostly every 2 weeks, unless there's a major event going on that they like Skeleton Key or Skeleton Crew. They took a time out for Skeleton Crew, and they took a time out for Andor to podcast about those shows. But yeah, so they're doing this rewatch. It is full spoiler, so Crystal, and they love Ahsoka, so and they talk about the Ahsoka show. And, snips. So if anyway, but the link that just got posted is their Clone Wars rewatch order, which goes by arc. So
which is just a little bit different than the standard chronological order.
Yes, slightly different. So it pairs together the intentionality of Dave Filoni and George Lucas, and they're mostly triplets. Some of them are two. There's one that I think
there's occasional 4 or 5. Well, I think there's like 1 or 2 arcs that are like 4 or 5 episodes long.
Exactly.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah. So, but for the most part, all the events are within those 3 years that are between the War of the Clones and Revenge of the Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, making sure I got all the things right in my head.
Arosa, this is like I don't understand, because it makes it so inaccessible for people who don't know and don't understand. It's why I avoided anything but the movies until now.
So
I just thought to myself that in like 20 years we're going to find out that the movies were put out of order too. Can you imagine?
I think we fucking know this at this point. So.
I don't know. Somehow, I'm not going to finish my thought because she's not there yet. But like somehow,
I can plug my ears if you guys.
BLT is just being snippy.
Yeah, I'm just being snippy.
But yeah, so I've been doing that rewatch, and originally it was so I can get through all the content up to Mando and Grogu, which is in May. That movie is going to be released in theaters in May. Now in the past week and a half, they've announced this Maul animated TV show that's going to be in April, and I'm just like, wow, this is so perfect. Well, and I was really trying to be intentional about, and I've been taking notes, like all the things that I think are important that's leading up to Mando and Grogu. So meanwhile, like I just watched the Night Sisters two or three nights ago, which is in season 3, so it's a little ahead of where we are right now in the Dragonmount rewatch. But that is kind of the start of like what happens to Maul, and why Maul is still around, and people who only watch movies, especially. I think Han Solo was the first time people who were only movie watchers were like, wait, what? Maul's still alive? He got cut in half.
What happens on Dathomir stays on Dathomir.
Well, I remember having this conversation with my dad, who, my journey in Star Wars was like, I was born around the time that the movies were being released, but grew up. My dad loved the original trilogy, and specifically, we would do grew up in Florida. We would do these skiing vacations over spring break, and for whatever reason, the trilogy was always on insert whatever network here over spring break. So I just remember being on these ski trips, and every time we would come back to wherever we were staying, that like we would have hot chocolate and watch Star Wars. And I just loved, like, and my dad and I geeked out of it over it. My sisters just really, like, they kind of didn't care. They weren't into it then. Still not really into it. But yeah, it was something my dad and I really bonded over. And I just remember loving and having long conversations even after these ski breaks about Star Wars. And then there wasn't a lot for many years. And then the prequels came out around when I was in college and was like, yeah, whatever, like didn't love them. I realized that there were these cartoons, but I was like, I'm such an adult, I'm not gonna watch.
I don't watch cartoons.
I don't watch cartoons.
Yep.
And then it wasn't until I was in my 30s at a friend's baby shower who was hosted by another one of our friends whose kid, like at her house, and her kids were all into Star Wars. I was talking to the kids, and the kids convinced me to watch Clone Wars, which was still out at the time. And I was just blown away by like this like 10-year-old and 12-year-old's knowledge about Star Wars and all the depth that had come to it. And since then it was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not too grown up to watch cartoons.
That was how I felt.
Too old for cartoons.
Watched Avatar, The Last Airbender, because I was very much not into cartoons until that one.
So fast forward to when Han Solo comes out, and my dad, who I grew up with, watching the original trilogy, had been super critical of like the various movies, but still went to watch Han Solo, which I thought was cute. I was like, okay, so you haven't given up on Star Wars yet? Great. And he's like, what the hell is this? Like, didn't Darth Maul die? And I was like, oh, father.
Sweet summer child.
Oh, father. I was like, you know how you like make fun of me for watching cartoons, like you kind of demean me? I was like, this would all be explained. It would make 100% sense if you watched the cartoons and got all the context. And then you would actually hate the prequel trilogies less because of Clone Wars, because it does explain all of the things.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have to say that I feel like I've learned so much about Star Wars, but then sometimes you guys say something, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Warship. I don't know if I remember that.
What are we talking about again?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, because there is a lot. I mean, there really is. There's a lot. Like, wait until you get to the critters that block the Force. Yeah. Which I still don't like personally, but I like them more than the Yuuzhan Vong, which again isn't going to mean anything to you yet. Nope. I really don't like the Yuuzhan Vong.
What language is that? Is that jerk? What are we talking about?
It's Yuuzhan Vongese.
Obviously.
And like, I try to be so careful looking things up to not like spoil anything I don't already know, because obviously I've seen the movies, but there's so much I don't know. So I like look things up, and I'm like, is this?
No, don't do it.
Can I learn what this means or not?
Just message me or BLT, and we'll. And like, and I know
I made the mistake of looking up Saw.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of looking up Saw.
Oh.
And
no.
it led to so many other spoilers, and I was like, no, why did I do this to myself?
Why?
So
I am going to share the link to the Discord in the chat, because we will actually start watching the episode at some point.
At some point we will actually watch stuff.
Maybe.
That is our promise, our ironclad promise to you out there.
Yeah. Okay, but I did have another show I wanted to talk about. Movie. Okay, I am gonna force Tom to rewatch The Burbs at some point. He's not against it. We're just busy. Maybe when we're done with this.
I saw. Yeah, they made a show out of it.
Okay,
I'm super interested in it.
I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm spoiling the non-spoilers.
You're spoiling the non-spoilerly thing that I wanted. Okay, so but it's Keke Palmer. Do you guys know her at all?
I remember her from something, but can't quite put my head.
Terrible with names.
Okay, so she's done a lot. I wish the picture were better, but the first thing I thought of, so obviously my son is
Scary Movie.
He loves Disney. She is the voice of Hawthorne in Lightyear. Was the very first thing I know. But I've
never seen it.
I am very, very, very anti remakes most of the time. Like, if it's an old movie, I don't need to see it again. This has gotten, after an initial kind of like, this has gotten really good reviews. I don't know if it
Is
needs
it? Is
to go
I
on.
figured it was a sequel.
Nope, it's a complete. It sounds like it's a
okay.
remake. Everything I read today.
Complete
Sounds like
reboot.
a remake. And I think it's hard to. I think they would have to make it different because it's Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. So
I was just thinking they have to get John Goodman back.
So is it a contemporary remake? So like
yeah,
we're using the story, but we're shifting it to today.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. I tried not to go too deep because I do want to watch it. It's on Peacock, I think.
That's what the graphic said.
Oh, is that its own thing? I already have way too many streaming services.
Oh, I know.
Well, this is why you have friends who you share things with. Because
we would never encourage you to do
we'll go to jail.
Or no, but you're allowed to have a limited amount of people. Like, and they've limited them. So, like, my sister and I, originally I had the Netflix, but she took over payment for it. And then I've got the Disney Plus with her. And then I've got a friend who I just gave her and her daughter my Paramount because, like, honestly, I watch her daughter when she's single mom. So when she has to go and travel, and I'm just like, and also Olivia's a little mini me. And so like a nerd. And she was just like, I just wish I could watch all this Star Trek stuff. I was like, oh my God, I can totally give you my entire
I can help you.
So she has, so there's a little Olivia account. Every time I log into Paramount Plus, it makes me so happy that Olivia has her own little. I'm so creepy because I will totally go and be like, oh gosh, what is she watching now? Like,
I do the same thing. I always check to see what people are watching, just mainly because that's how sometimes I find things that I want to watch. Yeah.
Oh, she and I watch all the same things for the. She watches some of the other stuff that I don't, but like she watches all the same things I watch.
So have you gotten her a plush Moopsie?
No, because I don't.
Why?
I don't buy shit.
Oh, I see. Moopsie is the greatest thing Star Trek has ever given us, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, yeah.
I almost killed myself laughing when Moopsie was introduced. I literally could not breathe. It drinks your bones.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, totally.
Moopsie dolls are so adorable. It's true. Rapunzel, they're the cutest things ever. and a lot of people they're making them out of the same fabric that the Squishmallows are made out of, so they feel amazing too. I mean, I could totally see how people end up getting their bones drank. My guard would drop completely.
Okay, so Rapunzel, this is really, really true. I have looked up things and I'm like, oh, I'm sure that's a spoiler, but I don't even know what that means.
You can't even figure out how to spell it so you can look it up.
Well, so I was hopeful. I actually ended up buying the book on Kindle, hoping that maybe I could look some things up on there, but it doesn't. It doesn't have the Star Wars. So I still have to go to the internet. But I carry my notebook. This is my Star Wars notebook where I'm writing down all the things I want to know or need to know.
Oh my God.
Should know.
Right now, you need to know what Beskar is. You need to know.
Not yet. She's not.
I thought that happened in season 3.
I wouldn't. No. Beskar does not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, don't look that up then. Forget
Not
I
listening
said
to you.
anything.
I feel like, didn't you just tell us before we started that you haven't watched Clone Wars in like...
That's true. But when she was talking about the different arcs, I could have sworn one of those was one of the ones where they first talked about Beskar.
No, they don't. They brought out the Darksaber for the first time.
Oh, okay.
But,
so getting there, but not there yet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And actually, that's in season 2. So what happens in season 3 is very different. So it doesn't have anything to do with the Death Watch or Beskar or any of that. So
I don't know how.
Yet?
I don't know how you guys feel.
But she's met Sabine.
Okay.
Oh yeah. But I think when Tom gets back, we make the executive decision to start watching in arcs, and we just do season 2 and season 3 because season 3 was fantastic. I felt like it. It hits its stride in season 3. We were talking about this before. There's so many good story arcs that happen in season 3.
And I didn't realize it, but having just literally like a day or two ago finishing the 3rd season It was like some of the most memorable.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that too. No, I was thinking that.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but that's basically where that whole entire fucking discussion happened. Not even in Clone Wars.
Islamari. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's a good one. That's good. I could not have remembered that in a billion years. I couldn't have.
All right, so I recently brought Brock into the Wheel of Time, but he is 100% a Star Wars person, so he's gonna have all those.
Nice. I mean, but there's so much amazing crossover between some of the themes and like in a lot of the messages, the social messages. Anyways, yeah, I could go on.
Well, that was my basis for like trying to understand the Force, was relating it to the one power and kind of like, how are they different? Mm-hmm. How are they?
That conversation last week was hilarious.
Oh, by the way, don't look up what's in my caption either.
Oh, yeah, don't.
You're not ready for the deep knowledge yet. That's the deep knowledge.
All right, I'm going to post the link to Discord one more time so we can start the show before you guys spoil anything else. Because here's
not a spoiler, just say the words.
Have you heard about the red button where it's like, don't do that?
It's just me, it's true.
What happens when you tell someone, don't do that? Don't do that.
All I'll say, if someone tells me not to look something up, I won't look it up. No, I really won't.
I had that kind of restraint.
Because I hate spoilers so much. As long as I know not to look it up, I won't. My problem is that sometimes I won't realize how big of a spoiler something is, and I'll look it up. You know what I mean? Because like if it's just a term, like I think I'm just looking up something like almost in a glossary, right? Mm-hmm. And then it turns out that it's linked to all this other information, and I end up spoiling myself.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go grab my headphones so I can listen on my phone and watch here, and I just didn't get my setup. The first time.
No worries.
What was it, Reverse? Don't explain it, but what was it that got spoiled for you? What did you look up like early?
Oh, so I was looking up. Oh, so early on, what was it? It was
Was it Dumais Wells? No.
It wasn't Dumais Wells because I noticed just by the way people were talking about that was a big event. So I knew not to look that up. So I will say I was not. I didn't really understand why it was such a big deal when I got to it. I really didn't. I'm sorry. I was expecting more, I guess. I don't know. like when it was all over, I was like, okay. You know? I definitely understood it for its earth-shattering like ramifications and everything, but I was like, yeah, I don't know. I expected this to be like the most horrific sequence of events I'd ever read about or something. You know? The chest debacle was the thing that got me the most, but that's only because I literally was locked in a chest for an entire day when I was like a little kid.
I have ever heard somebody say like, Dumais Wells, no big deal.
Just
any other day.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But no, there was well, I remember what it was. I looked up the term oh crap, why am I blanking on it right now? So it begins with an M.
Oh god.
It's a name. It's a name. Begins with an M.
Mahale,
yeah.
No, not that one. Bigger.
Guardian, Masana.
Bigger. Yes.
Oh, Messina.
Bigger.
Oh gosh.
Imagine a name that would lead to a massive spoiler.
Moraine.
Well, actually that too, but not that one.
Mazrin
Payne? Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to go get my glossary.
I know. I'm kind of.
Do do do.
Okay, so I win again, lose Theron.
Oh, the dark one. It's just a voice. Is it a disembodied?
No. You know, Baalzamon, but one of the other words. That right there.
Morden.
That right there. I looked that up because that name kept popping up in places.
Morden.
And I was like, what is that all about? What's a Moradin? And I looked it up and was like, God damn it!
Why did I do that?
and so the book I just finished, right? which oh crap, what's the name of that book?
Would you say you were reading the
Lord of Chaos.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm in Path of Daggers now. So I'm reading Lord of Chaos, and
Yep.
yeah. it's like if only I had not looked up that word, right?
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
All right. So Leah, I'm gonna ask you, and I want chat to chime in too, my Wheel of Time people. If you have a new reader, okay, someone who's fresh off the series, like into the Great Hunt, at what point do you trust them with the companion to be able to look up certain things and not just
You don't
trust them at all? Okay.
Yeah, because I will tell you right now, you look up the most innocent thing, just thinking that you're just getting a brief like just definition of something. Like I told you, I looked up Saw.
Yeah.
And Saw ended up like just dropping a huge shit ton of related spoilers, basically, just by trying to read that one entry.
I can't remember. Is Great Hunt where they start the appendix, the glossary in the back?
I think so. Yeah.
So
the glossary was in the back in Eye of the World for me.
Oh, there is one. Okay.
Yeah. It's updated over time, and I did learn.
Well, I think for questions, that is the place to go. It's not a full answer, and it doesn't have everything.
Yeah.
But that is a safe place to go to not get spoilers past, because there's just very few places these days that give you those like point. The other place to go, I believe Lauren's Unraveling the Pattern has good chapter descriptions, and also Dragonmount has good chapter descriptions, but it doesn't necessarily give you context of the background of whatever you're. So if you've got like a question about like what is a sangreal, or what that's oversimplification, or who is this person, or like that's not necessarily going to give you a glossary type answer based off of
I did learn not to read the glossary entries until after reading the book that they're attached to, though.
That's what Noam was saying. They do have some spoilers in there.
Exactly. Glossary is not safe from spoilers either. It's just safe from spoilers from later in the series than the book they're in.
Well,
so far, I don't think I've encountered one this from later. But yeah, they will totally be like, "Oh, you haven't read the whole book yet? Well, this character dies in like page 58." And I'm like, "Oh, awesome! Thanks, guys."
You got me with this one, Puzzle. You look the new reader dead in the eye and you say, "I'm your Google now." I like it.
That's great.
Well, when both my sisters, when they were reading the books for the first time, like they asked me so many questions, and it was just like, do you want me to answer this question? Or do you want me to acknowledge that you have a question and do the
I have to try so hard. I'm gonna fix my face. I'm gonna sit here and I'm not gonna look my face just.
Oh my god. So for the longest time, I've always told Gus and Brett, who are some of the like two of the readers on first time reader podcast. I was just like, I could never do what you fucking do, because I can't not with spoilers. But now I'm in a first time reader for The Expanse, and I am going fucking insane. And all I can do is just like, I just, it's all, I have zero comments because it's all just faces, and I don't know what to say. So.
One of the ways in which I'm like a fae is that I have a rule of threes when it comes to that. As my mom knows very well, because she will often try to ask me questions, but I always tell her, she's like, you ask me 3 times, and the third time you will get the answer.
That's fair.
So are you sure?
I like that.
That's what I thought, you know? Because if a person really wants to be spoiled, then hey, you know, it's fine. But like the hardest part though is trying to remember, like in this situation, for instance, with where Crystal is watching stuff and everything, is trying to remember what's a spoiler relative to where she's at. You know what I mean? Because the lore is so vast and interconnected. It's very difficult.
I have seen all of the movies. Like the newer trilogy, I think I've only ever seen once, but like the originals, I've seen multiple times. It was just none of the shows. Like,
okay, so I don't have to worry about saying somehow Palpatine returned.
That was it.
That's always been an interesting concept of the Clone Wars, even when it came out. And this is so. Not to get back to that.
Hey, hold on. Guys, let's go ahead and hit play on the episode. So
let's talk while we're done. At some point, we do have to actually start watching the thing. That's true.
I mean, I feel like usually Tom even makes us start by now, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. All right. Anyway, carry on.
But so not to reharp the podcast that I've been obsessed with, that's doing the chronological rewatch. Oh my gosh, I love this. Overconfidence is the most dangerous of carelessness. Is that what it said?
Overconfidence is the most dangerous form of carelessness.
Yes. So
I keep forgetting to actually get the link before we start.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the private chat.
You had so many minutes.
I posted it twice. You had so many minutes to ask me.
This is a BLT problem. So, but one of the things that the Sky Talker chicks do is they, in their format, they go back through the forums when all these episodes were released. Oh God, what were we talking about? I already got distracted.
I'm glad it's not just me that does that. That makes
point. Like, and they said something, but we were just talking about something about like what, and then it came out, and like I don't know. There was a
rewind the tape,
right? Like, chat, remind us what we were talking about when I started this conversation.
No, not Cody.
We're talking about spoilers.
Oh yes. So and how it's thank you. Perfect. That recalibrated my brain very easily. So the fact that the Clone Wars is between like two, like the prequels and the original trilogy, and those were the only 2 major data points that we had at that time. And so there was a known that like certain characters weren't going to die, certain characters weren't going to meet. So like Anakin is never going to meet Count Dooku before Revenge of the Sith. So and that is a problem. Well, not a problem, but it's just something that the Dave Filoni has to consider as he's making this whole the Clone Wars, which is an in-between. So yeah, so there are spoilery things, but then there's also just like interesting things that you just don't know. Like and so this is one of the reasons Cad Bane came about, was because they needed another bad guy besides Grievous and Dooku.
Night, friend.
Night, Tavern. And Cad Bane, Ventress, and there's a couple of others that became bad guys in the like cartoon series. Because again, you just can't have the same bad guys over and over and over again, knowing that they are going to survive until Revenge of the Sith, and then there's certain plot points that you can't cross the streams with. And I think Cad Bane is one of the best things that ever happened, because he's so terrible.
He was a good makeup filler villain kind of person.
But and you use the term filler, and I totally agree with that, but he's not actually filler. Like he's and he even carries over into the Mandalorian. So he's gone past that. And and this was really the first venture of Lucasfilms outside of the movie format,
Mhm.
they had released Clone Wars as a cartoon movie as a concept, and then the series came about, and it's just been amazing.
Yeah,
about what
some of
they
the
did.
villains that have happened. Do we get? Is it in season 3 where we kind of get more of Ventress's story? Is that
Yeah,
what
with the
season
Night
3
Sisters.
arcs? I've watched it so close together. I kind of don't know what is where. Her story is so tragic. She's betrayed by the Sith and she's betrayed by the Jedi. Like, it made me love her so much more. Like, I already thought she was one of my favorite. I mean, okay, so I'm a little bit obsessed with General Grievous, but she is also like top of my list. Like, he's just such a bumbler, and he's so angry, and I love him so much. I felt like she was one of the first like competent people.
Yeah,
Now
she
you've
was
got Cad
hyper-competent.
Bane, who seems to always kind of have their number. Like, I just love him so much.
Oh my gosh, this torture scene
Mhm.
is like, this is a kid's show.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, I was there with our text, so I don't know. This doesn't bother me all that much.
Well, but again,
But I know, yeah, modern kids didn't go through the things we went through. So yeah, this is a lot for them. But one of the things I have to point this out because this always bothers me. It bothers me in the movies. It bothers me in the cartoon. How the hell does basically tying up the limbs of a Jedi render them powerless? I've never understood this. It's like the Force is not something you need to move your hands around for.
I wonder if that's part of like the Aes Sedai thing where they're caught hand gestures.
If they only learn to do it with their hands, maybe they can't.
It's all in their minds.
But, well, I don't want to say that because that's a spoiler. But Wheel of Time, not.
Thank you for looking out for me. Yeah, since I still have not finished the series.
Well, yeah, my friend Brock is only on The Great Hunt, so I'm trying to.
That's fair. Because I like whatever.
I have to read along, or I don't know what happens where in the books. I feel like, okay, this was chapters, got it. Because it's really after the first couple books, it's all just one big book anyway.
Oh, so I guess technically I'm in that slog that people are talking about all the time now, right?
I do not subscribe.
I don't believe in this log.
Mm-mm.
I do think I understand why people think there is one now, though.
Well, okay.
Because the characters are a little bit in a holding pattern.
Well,
I'll definitely say that.
But there's so much character development that happens, even just in the first 3, that it is almost kind of like rolling downhill. And so you do reach like a little bit of a plateau, but I mean, there's so much there that still happens. Like I said before, I get hate. One of my favorite books is Crossroads of Twilight. Nobody else agrees with me on that, but I love that book.
And the thing is, they're not stagnant completely. You know what I mean? It's like there's just certain elements of their characterization that are frozen. Everything else is still developing, you know? But like they're weird. There's like 1 or 2 little things for each character that just sort of stubbornly won't change. And it doesn't bother me all that much because that's honestly how people actually are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like there are elements that we try not to let change about ourselves.
And I think part of the slog is that your least favorite character is probably doing something that you find really boring. So whereas your favorite characters, you're still very interested in them and it's still dynamic. So and it's just that point in the story where all the characters are doing something very different, but your least favorite characters are probably the least favorite characters for a reason, and they're doing the thing that you just don't find interesting.
Yeah.
So
the funny thing is, I think I find what everyone's doing to be interesting. There's just certain things about some of the ways in which they're stuck that are irritating to me at this point. You know what I mean? Exactly. And that's how I would say it. So I don't feel like it's a slog so much as I'm sitting there like, okay, like Matt. Matt is driving me up the fucking wall right now.
Don't you hate on Matt?
You don't talk about my man that way.
I don't hate on Matt. I don't hate him.
Clear.
But I find myself doing this. Like I'll be reading and I'll be like, Jesus, my
You trying to
boy,
hit your book? Are you trying to just
Bro.
like slam him in the forehead?
grow the fuck up. That's what I keep doing. You know, that's really what it is. I'm just like, you guys you're not 16 anymore. Like, grow up, guys. You know? And like, especially with that, like, I really want to just kick him right in the butt. Like, I really do. Because the thing is, it's like, he's not wrong a lot of the times, but he's wrong, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And it's like, and naive too. Like, I really want to like just like box them both upside the head, you know?
See, but we've talked about this on here before. I think where you are in your life when you read the series affects how you see these characters. If 19-year-old you had read these books, I think you would feel differently about it. I mean, my opinion
probably would. I probably would.
Like, the older I've gotten.
I was born like really old, so
back to the show. This part is so sad where they find Paul dead after having been tortured again. Like, just like, how is this a kid's show?
The amount of times that this cartoon has made me cry,
oh my god,
literally just made me cry. We were talking about season 3 earlier. The daughter, that whole I guess we're full spoilers. That broke me. That was so sad.
Yeah. Well, in this episode, because I feel like this episode in the arc, so this arc, so last week was the heist arc. Next week, you guys are going to have an interesting experience with like Palpatine's like maniacal brain and some of the things. But this is, like, people described it at the time as a filler episode. But because it kind of is, like, it's how the whole point is how the holocron gets opened and how they get from the heist to
lots of death.
Glenn is right. That's all that matters in the US. It's perfectly safe to show death.
But oh my gosh, I love this zero G.
Oh my gosh, the zero gravity fight scene was one of the things I wrote down. It is incredible.
You're Jedi. Use the Force.
It's always like, I'm sure Glenn is gonna go off about like, this is not how it happened. Like, and I totally agree, but also it's just so good. Like, it's very interesting the way that they like went about it and made it happen. And it's a cartoon. It's for kids. Like, this is not actual science.
Yeah,
so it's visually stunning.
I grabbed this one beforehand. This is straight out. I mean, Cad Bane is obviously, he's like Clint Eastwood, but he's blue. This gave Western completely, but Western in space.
Yeah.
All we were missing is a tumbleweed to go by.
Yeah. So one thing I did foobar in my rewatch was I completely forgot that Cad Bane's origin story is in Tales of the Underworld. So I didn't put that correctly, which would have been before Phantom Menace. So I actually just rewatched that like in the past 2 to 3 days. And it's very gangster, downtown Chicago vibes. Ooh. But it's only in one episode, but Cad Bane's mentor, it is like, and it said, like, Dave Filoni said, like, that person was designed to be Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because he's got he twists the toothpick back and forth, and he's in the hat. So, but that's who Cad Bane has modeled himself off of. So
Roland from the Dark Tower.
We would.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. So
I love how Anakin conveniently forgot that he could, like, use the Force when the holocron was on the ground. It's just like...
this is a cartoon.
I know.
Yeah. Well, and Ahsoka just going off and doing her own thing. So apparently the forums back in the day was like, why is Ahsoka so disobedient? It was like, because she's Anakin's Padawan. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, who is her mentor? Like, of course she goes off and does her own fucking thing, because that's exactly what Anakin would do. 100%.
I remember people being upset with her just for having a reverse grip on her lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was enough to tick them off for some reason. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. The Force. That thing you can do.
Well, but
she's done a lot in Clone Wars,
and all of that is just such like unnecessary dialogue because we don't see what happens between the episodes, and like we don't get, because it is like they're only 20-ish minutes.
Yeah.
So we don't get these big training monologues about like, oh, this is how somebody started learning these things, and she picked up this technique in this way. And she's like, when did she get this? It's a not useful conversation.
Yeah.
So
like if you can imagine that there was a point off screen at which the person could easily, believably have done it, then just go with that. You know,
exactly.
we don't need every single thing shown to us. It's like that joke in Austin Powers where it's like, you know, remember when I told you that you and I were not that different from each other? And they literally have just like one little random clip of like Dr. Evil saying that exact line to Austin Powers that hadn't happened at any other point in the movie. Just so he could, and he turns to the screen and like, see, that did happen. I did say that. You know, it's just totally that sort of thing. It's like we have to always have on screen somewhere every little change acknowledged in some way.
Mm-hmm. So I will say this whole fire in the hangar deck, most people know I was in the Navy. One of the jobs that I had was the damage control officer, which is in charge of firefighting. And one of the big case studies we did was the Forstall aircraft carrier fire that happened during Vietnam War, where there was a minor fire that happened on deck, but because they had live ordnance, it just started shooting off. And this is the whole vibes that I got from this whole scene, where they're starting to overheat ammunition in this enclosed space, and it's gonna go off. And I was just like,
magazine goes up.
Yeah, and I was like, this is bad. And everybody is staying on board. I'm like, get the fuck off this ship. This is not good.
I mean,
Jack of the Dust says, get out.
Yeah, like in Anakin, this is part of the start of Anakin's like protectiveness over people. And and this is one thing that the Clone Wars, I think, did that the prequels just didn't have time to do, like in his obsession, like
it was
over Padme,
predatory.
like just unwilling to let somebody go for the mission, which was very much what the Jedi Order was about. It was like, yes, people are important, but the mission is more important. And meanwhile, Ahsoka earlier in this episode says we could just like blow up the ship and then like let it go, and then, you know, like maybe we lose the holocron, and he's like, no, we'll get both. But now he's been, because of his decisions, he's been put in a situation because of his bravado, which Ahsoka is taking on, which is why she goes off on her own. Like he's literally put himself via multiple paths in the situation where he has to choose between letting his Padawan die, and possibly himself and possibly his soldiers, or giving over this information to Cad Bane. And he, for better or for worse, chooses, like, again, like,
now we got oil getting close to the weapons while everything's on fire. And I'm glad you mentioned the soldiers too, because that was another thing that the show did a really good job of showing, was the bond that Anakin developed with his his squadron. Yeah, like he was like one of the only Jedi who really formed like a really strong bond with the soldiers under his command. And like there's a lot of ways in which they really demonstrate that like Anakin has like a thing for interpersonal relationships, which is like one of the things that really makes it kind of tragic how everything goes later, right? Is that he's someone who cares so much about people.
Yeah, and all of that carry, like, not to be spoily, but that can be vague, but that carries forward in the Bad Batch, that carries forward into Rebels, and like specifically Ahsoka's timeline. Like that appreciation of like, these are individuals, these are humans, like they have humanity, and not to say humans as in like humans are more important, but they have like humanity, because there are multiple species.
Sorry, I'm sitting here the whole time just thinking to myself, use the Force.
Right. Listen, it's a lot of wind.
Oh no, I think about it all the time. This isn't just for the show, believe me. During the movies and everything, I would constantly be sitting here thinking, guys, use the Force. It's like, oh no, he's gonna touch the button on his arm to detonate stuff. If only I had some supernatural power that could hold his arm back so that he couldn't do that. Things like
And
that.
this is one of those dude, I totally agree.
It doesn't stop me from enjoying it at all. I mean, I still love it.
This show is because there will be times where I'm just like, use the Force, use the Force, use the Force, and it's like, oh, I'm so frustrated. But
yeah, right.
So you can't use the Force. Like it's like I said, you can't use the power for everything.
Yeah, I know, right?
Even though you can.
You totally can.
You just don't.
Oh my goodness.
I've always wondered, like, it would be interesting to go
Okay,
back.
Does it drain you in the same way? I just
No.
thought so using the Force doesn't drain you in the same way that it like drains
There's-
Aes Sedai using the power.
There's
No,
just physical
the toll
restrictions.
it takes on them is more focused, like, you know what I mean? So it's like overexerting your mental faculties more than anything.
Yeah, you can't really do something else while you're, depending on the level of Force you're using.
How skilled you are and all that kind
And
of
there we
stuff.
go. Bombs catching on fire.
Magazine explosion.
Which is not cool. We had a magazine fire on one of my ships, and it was not good.
Eek.
And then we flooded the magazine. So literally, it was like flooding. So again, also not good.
Yeah. What kind of ship was it?
That was a destroyer.
Oh wow. Okay. So
yeah, I
a big problem.
In my other cabinet, I've got so it was right before I was getting out of the Navy, and the guys in my division deliberately damaged a helmet so they could like sign it and make it for me. But it was this like 15-hour evolution because there was a fire and then they flooded it, but then like the drainage valves didn't work and it was just this whole huge fucking thing. I was water up to my waist.
Wow.
In the magazine. It was so bad.
That's one of the reasons why I could never have been in the Navy, especially not on something like a sub.
Oh
like,
yeah.
nope.
No. At least I
need to have clear
see the sun. So.
Yeah. I need a clear path of escape. Like that's what it is. Like I need to not be surrounded by stuff that I cannot stand on.
I think that's why I don't like cruise ships. I think it's
Yeah, I've never been on one. But yeah, I imagine I wouldn't be too happy to just look out and just be like, yep, there's literally no land anywhere.
Yeah.
Every bit of land is further than I can swim.
Did you guys clock Cad Bane sneaking off?
No.
which will be important next week.
No. Okay, so do we all agree that one episode is not enough?
Yeah, these are short enough that definitely the art format is better.
We are going to stop tonight because I'm not going to make decisions without Tom, but I think we have to start doing at least.
I will say the thing I really liked about the cartoon is that they really, really hammer home the idea of just how freaking expendable the clones are. We definitely get that in the movies. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's like there's the stratification, like the social stratification of the military and the Jedi and everything else relative to the clone troopers is so stark in the cartoon.
The movies don't give you enough time to have emotional investment in them.
Yeah.
That's really the difference. You're just like, oh, you kind of feel how they're,
they're not even a tertiary plot line. They're just doing war, and they're there as part of a storyline, not a part of and that's it. Like we
get the name Cody in the movies, we get the character Cody in the cartoon.
Yeah.
And it makes it much more impactful. Happens later.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need room to tell a story. That's really what it comes down to. You just can't tell. You can't tell a really deep story on that level in like a 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's also trying to be for kids. You know what I mean?
It's because I know like Rapunzel last week made the joke like Star Wars isn't political, and it's always the joke like Star Wars isn't political. was like, have you fucking watched the first 3 movies, first of all?
You dare get my politics in my sci-fi.
But it's just like, it's such a statement about like a culture that is so homogenous, but yet so individualized, that is stigmatized, that is used, that is overlooked, that is like that atrocities essentially, like they have their own, mostly their own agency, but yet it's still their own form of enslavement.
You know what episode I just thought about, don't you, Leah?
Which one? Because there's so many.
What's it called? Like Unlucky, I think, or something like that. I obviously can't say anything because it's like I'm certain that's from like season 5 or something. So I'm not gonna say anything. But it's like, oh, hold on. Close your eyes for a second, Crystal.
Oh, are you putting in chat?
No, look
Are you
at me.
private chatting? Okay. Oh. Wait, no, that's not what. Okay.
Thinking of individuality and personal struggles while also being all the same.
Wait, where did you put this?
No, just look at me.
Oh, yeah, that actually, no, that's already happened. So that was.
It's already happened? Okay.
That was in the first season.
What was it?
That episode is one of my favorite episodes they've ever done.
It was 99. It was one of the older. Yeah. So
my God.
Like slightly.
That was such a good episode.
Yeah, he's got physical disabilities and like
he's like just like
wasn't approved for line duty, but also
that again, that was another time that I just cried at a cartoon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, and I didn't realize that happened.
More is coming, just so you know, Crystal.
I didn't realize that happened so early in the Clone Wars. So this recent rewatch that I did, I was expecting that to be farther along.
Yeah, I thought it was towards the end.
No, it's in the first season.
Wow. They really wanted to let you know what kind of pain you were in for real.
one of the first major clone focused episodes, and and it's heart wrenching because he's like, "You're all my brother," like, and he's like, "You're all my brothers," and while he's still doing these like menial tasks, contributing to the
war effort.
All of those jobs are necessary. So, but that being said, like, he's not out on the front. Doing what they're bred to do, which is also
get the glory.
Again, like Star Wars not being political. Like this is like what you're like basically stereotyping a group of people. And then we've already Crystal has seen it, but the episode where the clone was a farmer, like
where he left.
Yeah. So
I think we're full spoilers for Clone Wars. I mean,
well,
I think honestly, season 3 was so drenched in pivotal episodes. There are definitely 4, 5, 6, 7 have a lot of crucial episodes, but in my mind, all of the episodes that I just think are like, oh my God, this is so amazing, are pretty much, now that I've just watched season 3 again, are in season 3. So I'm in Garden.
The people who go like, oh, there's no politics and these things. So we talked briefly about I think it might have been the pre-chat though, but like about Mortis, all right, like the Mortis arc.
Yeah.
People who don't think Star Wars is political only remember one thing from the Mortis arc. That it showed us a glimpse of how powerful Anakin is, of like, his potential. That's the only thing they got out of that. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like
people are allowed to choose to ignore things, but don't, because you're choosing to ignore it, don't say anyways, whatever.
Yep.
Don't use your ignorance as proof that the thing doesn't exist.
Exactly.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
also it's a privilege to be able to be ignorant. Like that's your privilege is showing is really what that means.
Yeah, like I
love when you tell them that.
It goes well for most people.
I find that the people who I get along best with are people who understand intrinsically how wrong droids are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if you say something about, if you just, all you have to do, your litmus test right here, just say, "Man, I feel so sorry for the droids," and see their reaction. Just pay real close attention to their reaction.
Yeah.
It'll tell you
So that,
everything about how compatible they are with you. You know what I mean?
when I first started watching, I was so confused, like especially in the first movies, why the Jedi who are supposed to be, because the movies it was always like Jedi equals good. Like there wasn't a whole, it didn't, there were very few instances where they showed that like maybe that's not exactly the case. Like why can they just kill these droids without even like zero thought?
And they make it really clear that even the battle droids have personalities.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like hopes and dreams and fears and everything else, you know? Like they aren't just walking around going Roger Roger and being like, you know, mindless automatons. They actually think.
They don't want to die. They don't want to be decommissioned. They don't want any of that. Like they have a level of sentience. So it's
great episode of Mandalorian about that, Crystal. Just so you know.
But yeah, like they want to fulfill their purpose.
If droids could think, none of us would be here.
Yeah.
Racism. Literal racism.
That's such an interesting larger topic, like especially in the day and age that we're getting into with AI and all of that. But like when you look at things like Star Wars and Star Trek, and like the longer Star Trek actually gets into those conversations more. Star Wars basically for the most part uses droids at varying levels of intelligence and purpose. So you get the C-3POs, you get the R2-D2s.
Baddest droid of all time for me
100%.
was it season 1 Andor. There's a droid.
Oh yeah.
It's literally stairs. It stares. That is its only purpose. Is to walk over these stairs for the people getting off of at the spaceport. And I was like, what the actual hell am I looking at right now? Are you serious? But of course, modern Star Wars knows exactly what it's doing. You know what I mean? So that stuff is deliberate. Whereas I think, back in the day when Lucas first came up with droids, they were literally just supposed to be funny and kind of goofy little things for the kids to laugh at. You know, it's not that he doesn't understand politics. Obviously, he does. And we've seen some of his early work. But like,
they still had a lot of purpose, and it wasn't Clone Wars, so the droids were more purpose driven. But you still had R2-D2, who was mostly a thinking droid. C-3PO was a thinking droid, even though like very, very single-minded, which humans are. But then you have droids that are like very task driven, so it's more of a Roomba type droid. So but
like the repair droids we see.
It's the varying levels of the purpose and the function. So which like again in this day and age is where we're kind of getting to, like, what is the purpose? Like the purpose of my computer is to do what I tell it to do, yet alone there's functionality on it that possibly could do more. Also, like, now that Perrin set up, like this little fucker.
Yeah, no, I kept seeing him back there grooving, and I was like, "Oh, kitty."
Yeah, I haven't been feeling well the past couple of weeks because like one of my mental health thing is I get gastrointestinal issues. That's a lot of fun. So I've been camping in the living room a lot to watch TV because I want to hang out with my cats. They don't want to hang out in bed with me. They want to hang out in the living room with me. So I brought a whole bunch of bedding into the living room, but Perrin has made, when I fold it up, because I'm trying to be better about not being a hot fucking mess. So
good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let me know your secret when you.
I don't know, but it's not leaving shit around that I like. Don't need bedding on the floor all the time to make it dirty. But now this is no place to hang out.
Try to make myself do something when I think of it.
Yeah, that's a good habit.
That helps most of the time. Believe me, my brain still manages to find ways to sabotage even that. But like that is the most helpful thing I can do is like If I think of it, do it now.
One tip that I saw recently on Instagram that I love is oh gosh, I forgot the term, but basically like a don't forget it basket. And so like if you're doing something in a room and like how you'll like do something in a room and then you'll be, oh, I need to go put this in another room, and then you get distracted by something in another room, and then so you just put all this stuff in a basket, and then you can either choose to sort it immediately after, or you like trust me, I don't, those people who are like, I'm just gonna clean the whole apartment or the whole house in one day. I was like, God bless those people. I'm so happy that you're able to do that and exist, but I cannot. Like, I can barely clean one room.
If I get like that, I'm in a state. You know what I mean? And I don't like those types of states. I actually will sometimes avoid cleaning anything to avoid getting stuck in that state, because once it starts, it has to finish, and I can't come out of it until everything is done. You know what I mean?
That's a neurospicy thing.
Yep. Yeah. That's a neurospicy.
Stupid, squishy supercomputer. Get your act together.
Well,
or drunk, or I'm just so drunk that I'm just gonna go clean everything.
Or mad.
Honestly, doesn't work on me though.
Oh, it very rarely works on me, but I'll get in those moods. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna like dance and clean and just like whatever, because I don't want to go to bed.
Sadly, I appear to metabolize alcohol at a superhuman rate or something, because it literally doesn't work. So makes me money in shots, but that's about the only useful thing I can do with it. I did have a very delicious drink the other day, though, because that's what I focus on, is deliciousness. The drunkenness doesn't work. So this thing was like was it cranberry lemonade something or other? It was really good at a steakhouse.
Was it sweet?
Yeah.
I don't like sweet.
I mean, my body doesn't like sweet, that's for sure. Not these days. It's like stupid diabetes.
What was his name? The diabetes guy.
Wilford Brimley. Wilford Brimley.
Anytime somebody says that, I'm always like, diabetes.
You know what I find fun is watching people like doing reactions to The Thing, like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh.
And the moment when they realize that I can't think of the character's name, but the one character is Wilford Brimley.
That's funny.
And they're like, wait a minute. They're like, is that Wilford Brimley? It's just their reaction to it is hilarious every single time, because it's like people will get it's like 2/3 of the way through the movie before they recognize Wilford Brimley. It's so funny.
Okay, so I know
tangent over. Sorry.
No, I know that you guys have both done like our interview before.
Oh, we're doing that again?
But Tom and I had started like a list of just random questions. Like we had some from Stephen Colbert. So I just wanted to ask you guys a couple questions before we wrap up, if you're okay with it. Okay. If you could only listen to one song, for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Does it have to be continuous?
No, but I think.
Do I hear it literally all the time?
No. Anytime you want to hear music,
but it has to be that song.
That's hard, because I do have songs that I love listening. It would need to be something that's super upbeat and positive. Maybe Wicked. Gravity, Defying Gravity.
That's a good one. It's a long one.
I don't think I've ever even heard the song. I don't think I've heard any of the songs from Wicked yet. No, I know. There's a lot of things I don't hear.
That is one song that I've definitely like deliberately put on repeat. I like when I was still in the Navy, like was when I really discovered Wicked, and I had an 1.5 hour long drive to get to work and back from work.
3 hours a day. Wow.
Long story, but yes, 3 hours a day. I would go to work in the dark and go home in the dark. But like I had Wicked on repeat, and Defying Gravity was on repeat. That was 2008, and I still listen to that song on repeat to this day. So I feel like if I had one song that would sustained me because again, it's positive, it's uplifting, it's angry, it hits all the emotional beats.
Reverse.
I don't have to listen to it continuously. Then probably I'll just pick, the song that I don't know for whatever reason just resonates. It's always resonated super hard with me for some bizarre reason. Do you guys know a piece called? It's gonna make me sound so fucking pretentious, but oh well. Fantasia on a Theme by Thomas Tallis.
No,
Yeah, it's by Ray Fawn Williams.
No.
Okay.
Listen to that, but just block out some time. It's literally like I think 17 minutes long.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, but I love that piece of music. I love that piece of music so much. Get yourself some headphones and close your eyes and just like let that piece just take you on a journey. You know what I mean? Because it is a journey.
Ode to Joy came to mind for me too. I think I would definitely do something classical. There's so many songs that I listen to on repeat, but I think it would have to be something classical. Okay. How I want to do.
No pressure.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll answer any question.
Any question, huh?
Except for my whereabouts on July 17, 19. No, I'm sorry.
July 16th he would answer, but not July 17th.
Not July 17th.
That's right.
Okay,
July 18th, depending on what time of day.
What's one small thing that instantly makes your day better? Just like, no matter what, like just one tiny little thing that can make your day better.
My cat cuddle.
Yeah, that too.
What did you say? Sorry, I missed it. We talked over each other.
I mean, we basically said the same thing except different animals. I said puppies.
Oh. Yes.
Cats too, though. Like I love them both equally. But like I see puppies every day because my office is like one of those offices that has like. So okay, well I'll just say I work for Amazon, and like Amazon, one of the non-evil things that they do is that like they have like a really weird thing about dogs. Okay, so like. Dogs at Amazon literally have like job titles and badges and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and so there's like a big wall of pictures of people's dogs with their job title wearing their badge. And if you see the dog at one site, they have their badge with their face on it and their job title and all that kind of stuff. And so like when I go into work, one of the things I love the most about work is that there are always dogs, and I get to spend at least some portion of my day literally just wandering over and playing with other people's dogs, especially nice because I don't get to have pets where I live, so I get to have my little fix there. But yeah, it instantly brightens my day if I see someone's dog or their cat or whatever, anything except a snake. Snakes scare the shit out of me. But everything else, I
appreciate snakes from afar. I do have an absolute fear of snakes, but like I do appreciate that they're like people love them. They are beautiful animals. I just don't want to personally be close to them. Don't bring them close to me.
You guys will get a kick out of this.
Don't like surprise me with them because I will scream very loudly.
I freeze.
Oh.
They activate my freeze response. Like I cannot move at all in the presence of a snake.
Oh no, I have a very if I'm surprised.
You will move very fast.
I do loud very fast.
I just do this.
It is it was several years ago. We were doing a sisters or siblings actually Thanksgiving in Houston because my one of my first sisters lived there, and then the other sister's husband's twin brother also lived in Houston. That's not confusing at all. So we hosted, like between the two of them, they hosted Thanksgiving for the extended sibling families. And we went on this hike with all the kids and through something that was attached to the zoo. And the boys, Adelaide, both the girls were babies at that point, so like they were all in the girls were in the only reason I'm saying the boys because the girls were literally strapped to adults, but yeah, the boys found a snake and they're like, Aunt Amy, come look at this, and I was just like, what is it? And I was like, yeah. I was like made a real like like lost my fucking shit. It like scared the kids, scared everybody around us because I like literally ran away, and they're just like, really. My sister's like, really? That was your response? I was like, I wasn't. They didn't tell me it was a snake. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to freak everybody out.
I hate having a snake sprung on me.
Yeah, catfish does that to me. I, in spite of living in Kansas, I'm not really like, I don't go fishing. But I was talked into going fishing one time, and I was reeling in the fish, and a catfish came up, and I threw the whole pole in the water, which is apparently frowned upon by people who do go fishing because the catfish was on the other end of it. So that's why I don't go in lakes.
They
Fear
are
of
tasty.
running into catfish. I won't do it.
Catfish are really, really delicious. So that's why they got mad at you. But there are people who fish for catfish with their thumbs.
No, absolutely.
I do not. I forget what that's called. But yeah, that freaks me out because I was always told, and I'm not really sure if this is true. This might be something my grandma used to say just to fuck with me. But like she always used to say they had teeth. And so it's like it's like you had your thumb under.
They don't have teeth, but they've got like barbs.
Oh,
And
they got
they
the little
can
nubbins.
get really big, you guys.
Yeah,
I think
and
that
they
is
don't
my
stop
biggest
growing.
fear is that catfish, you can have a me-sized catfish. No.
That's really rare. That's really
That's a
rare.
very old catfish.
Even one is too many. Even
What was
one
the one
is
they
too
caught
many.
like it was like somewhere in like Georgia or something, right? Where they caught like
Louisiana, I think.
Oh, was it? Where it's like they believed it was over 80 years old or something?
Yeah, if it's the one that we're both thinking about, I think it was
literally bigger than me. It was bigger than me. Yeah. But they were like, this is an 80-something-year-old catfish.
One of those swampy states. Yeah.
It
was not Florida.
But I think you two will get a kick out of this. So I love
this makes me laugh.
I love foxes, but I'm terrified of snakes. So I will literally, if I see a fox on like out there, I will go and like try to play with it. but I'm terrified of snakes.
I was on a run right before it froze here, and a fox ran across my path, and I lost my fucking shit. I was like, ah! Like I was thinking all the witchy goddesses. And I was like,
they're so adorable.
And thank you everything, and like, oh wow, that was so cool.
I love the goofy little laugh sound they make too, where it's like if you get them all like excited and they start going, or whatever, it's so adorable.
National Geographic has these amazing like 30-second videos of like, here's something to make you happy, and like it's like baby foxes. So we've gone so far off topic.
So
foxes are dogs who feed their kids.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was gonna ask one more question, but I'm afraid we would be here all night.
Okay, I'll keep it short. I swear.
Liar.
Can you show me both hands when you tell me that you promise? Okay. What is your I will die on this hill opinion? Like, what is an opinion you have that like you are gonna die on this hill? Whatever it is.
Intersectionality matters, and that is the only way we're gonna be able to move forward. And I will literally die on that hill. So like, yes, maybe I don't have the experience that some like as a queer white woman from the middle class that grew up in the middle class and still lives in the middle class. Like I don't have the experiences of some other demographics, but because I am a queer white or queer woman, like I can understand what other people go through, and that's the only way that we will be able to move forward.
Yep, agreed.
It's fucking fight me and you will not win. Fucking fight me, you will not win.
I have a bunch of those. So what I'll do is I'm an extremely opinionated person, as you probably have guessed.
No.
I know, right?
No.
So what I will do is I will pick maybe one of my hottest takes out of that group of things, which is that self-awareness is a spectrum, and a shockingly large percentage of human beings are not on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
A lot of people get upset with me when I say that because they say it gets a little too close to eugenics territory is what they start saying. It's like you're getting really close to that kind of thinking. But I'm like, no, it's just I think it's just something that's important to acknowledge that not all of us
That has
are
nothing to
actually
do with
self-aware.
That has nothing to do with eugenics.
Someone was telling me that I was arguing for eugenics in one of my videos. I'm like, I honestly have to go back and rewatch that entire thing because I'm like, what? it's like that doesn't sound like something I would say. So I'm not sure, because I also had a video where someone was telling me that I was mansplaining to one of the characters the entire time, and I'm like, what? It's like, I'm not gonna pretend I've never mansplained, because obviously I am certain I have at some point in my lifetime, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do it then, and so I was very confused. And so sometimes it's just interesting seeing like some people read out of something that you did or said, and it's like trying to figure out where they might possibly have read it from, you know?
I mean, that's the thing about putting yourself on the internet, is everybody's going to have an opinion, and, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but as long as you know the truth, that's all that matters.
Well, yeah, but it's like, you know, you also don't want to be, how's that song go? Like, please don't let me be misunderstood. Please, like, I really don't like people thinking that my intention is something different than what it is. So sometimes I like to go back, try to figure it out, you know?
Yeah, when you just say something with the best of intentions, but then it's just like, oh, but I think this is something that I think the Wheel of Time community is great with. Like, you say something and then people are like, hey,
by the way,
by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're like, oh shit, that's not what I meant. And most of the content creators in the Wheel of Time come back and go like, wow, that was 100% not what I meant. I apologize. They don't double down, and, like, dig in and be like, that's like, and again, like saying like, that's not what I meant, but in a defensive, like, I'm gonna like, but this is what I meant. And it's like, you can say the same, and you're saying the same thing, but in the apology, you're acknowledging that you're wrong. Wherein they're like, no, well, this is what I meant, and you need to listen and like understand what I said. Is like, you're missing the entire point of
well, it's one of the things that makes the Wheel of Time fandom.
The Wheel of Time fandom is statistically the best fandom.
I mean, exactly. You heard it from his mouth. Statistically, we are one of the best fandoms.
It's sad that I didn't wear that shirt tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So.
See, as promised, I did not go off on a tangent.
You did a really good job. It hasn't even been 2 hours. This is maybe the shortest show that Reverse has ever been on. I don't think you've ever been on anything less than 2 hours. So Reverse, I know you're in a little bit of a break right now, but do you have anything planned post break?
Easing back into it. I still am planning to do the final 2 episodes of Murderbot this Sunday. To see how close to the ending of the first novella the ending of the first season gets. I am definitely expecting some divergences, but not massive ones. But yeah, I really. Oh, by the way, so for those of you who have read Murderbot, if you didn't know, I did read the books, the first book anyway, novella, before finishing the season. And I was not expecting to be a sobbing mess at the end of that book. That book got real good tears out of me. So I'm very curious to see if the show captures any of that. I really enjoyed it so far, though.
The next iteration of the book, I think, is coming out in April.
So Apple is committed to continuing it. That's good. I've been hearing
the book. So, but
she's doing a new series.
Apple did renew, but Martha Wells has a new book in that series.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I've been told I really need to look out for a character named Art.
Yes, I was there in the adaptation.
Oh yes. I forget which ones we're all at, because obviously, you know, I see you guys. Speaking of which, actually, Leah, at some point, you and I are going to have to find a time to get together for an actual in-person drink, since we live across the river from each other.
Yes. Oh, I will send you. So I've started. Sorry, not to completely digress again. No, we'll talk afterwards. We don't need to do that.
Tangents on tangents.
Good save. I'm impressed.
I couldn't have done it.
It's almost like I live podcasts regularly.
I'm the one who must be wrangled. I'm not the wrangler when it comes to that sort of a.
Facts. Facts. All right. What about you?
Well, speaking of
live podcasting,
I'm one of our hosts. We talked about it earlier on this YouTube channel called reWoTch. It's under the Malkier Talks YouTube channel. We are an IL-based variety show, but we have flipped a little bit, and we are doing a chapter by chapter reread of the Expanse book. So we're starting with Leviathan Wakes. We're in chapter 6 to 7 this upcoming week. It's a lot of fun, a lot of chaos. We've got people already drawing concept art for us.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
I love to see their sketches of what they think the Rossi looks like. Oh wait, yeah, chapter 6. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But that last week, one of the art pieces was of my chibi character, like the throwing thing in a chart, being like, "This is what the because we had this whole conversation about the ship names and what's going on, because it's really confusing when you start. Even like having gone through the show and the books multiple times, like, wait, which ship is doing what, and like who is on what, and So there was this like great art piece of me just kind of like losing my mind. And last week's episode, they're like, what was the name of the ship that Julie was on? I was like, Scopuli. And then they put up this like picture, and I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, right.
It was so good. I want that picture like big framed. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But okay, so that's one of them. And then I've got a Wheel of Time 4th age D&D game called Time to Roll the Dice. That's also on the Malkier Talks YouTube channel. And then I just do a whole bunch of random guest episodes on places like here, Dragonmount. I do have a link tree that I try to keep all updated with all my recent stuff. So it's just whatever link tree and then Roof Mistress. So
I will try to find it here in a second. I am also going to drop a link to the Dragonmount Patreon. If you do want to be a part of our new book club, you do have to be a Patreon member, but there is a free tier. As a reminder, we're reading The Black Tongue Thief, and we will be getting to interview the author in April. So you have plenty of time if you haven't joined us yet. You also need to, or please, if you're enjoying this, like, subscribe, all of those things.
Ring the bell.
Yes, the bell. The bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
Gosh, Rapunzel, what else did I forget? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, subscribe. This was a lot of fun, you guys. I am loving this Clone Wars journey. I'm loving the Star Wars journey. I want to talk to you about your chronology, because I was going to wait until the end of Clone Wars to watch Bad Batch, but maybe we...
Well, it's a choice. So like you can separate them, but then like especially being your first watch through, like bouncing back and forth makes sense, but also doesn't make sense. And like it's all personal choices.
Okay.
So
well, Tom, we love you. We miss you. I hope you're finally feeling better.
Yeah, get better, Tom.
Yeah.
That's an order.
Yeah, that is an order.
Don't do everything you can to keep the beard.
Yeah, I did threaten. I said maybe we need to get him a bubble and he can just become Bubble Boy. So maybe he doesn't get hurt.
Bone.
But on that note, I love you guys so much. It was so fun hanging out. And say goodnight, Reverse.
Good night, Crystal.